Right, let's kick off another deep dive. You guys shared Katt Williams' interview on Theo Vaughn's podcast this past weekend, and wow, there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, it really is a gold mine.
It is. He talks about everything, comedy, life, even spirituality, and some pretty unique takes on it, too.
Yeah, it's interesting how he views comedy.
Yeah.
It's not just about laughs, it's like a platform for him, you know?
Right.
To spark conversation and learn and grow. It's more than just jokes.
He even said he's still striving to be his funniest, which is crazy to think about.
I know, right?
He's achieved so much success, but he's not just delivering punchlines, he's pushing boundaries, evolving as a comedian.
It shows a real commitment to his craft.
It does.
And respect for the audience. She wants to deliver his absolute best.
Yeah.
And you see that, too, in how he chooses his opening acts.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just random. He really puts thought into it.
Yeah.
Wants to showcase those unique voices.
Right.
Support up-and-coming comedians.
It's like he's giving you a whole buffet of funny, and he's like, enjoy.
Exactly. A curated experience.
Exactly. And then there's his whole perspective on heaven and earth. Like he talked about time being a construct, and that we have enough time to achieve our goals.
This idea that time is a construct, that's intriguing.
It is. It is.
You know, our perception of it might be limiting us.
Totally.
Like if we shift our thinking, we could free ourselves up, pursue our passions, you know, without that pressure of running out of time.
It makes you think, what are we doing with the time we have?
Absolutely.
We're prioritizing our dreams.
Right. And he's not just talking about achieving those dreams, but like
The journey.
the journey, yeah. He contrasted those who have achieved everything with those who are still striving, and implied that the pursuit, that might be a key ingredient to happiness.
That's so counterintuitive. You'd think having it all would be the key.
Yeah, you would think that.
But he's suggesting it's the pursuit.
It's the journey.
That's more fulfilling, and then that leads to his concept of Earth is temporary, a universal college.
Yeah, like we're here to learn, grow, gather experiences.
Right.
And then move on.
It's like we're playing a video game, leveling up.
Exactly, exactly.
And like any good game, there are challenges.
Yeah.
There are setbacks. And there are even moments of fear.
And that's where his fear of water comes in. Even something as simple as a jacuzzi.
It's wild.
A jacuzzi, yeah.
Which stemmed from some childhood experiences, right?
Yeah.
His sister almost drowned.
Yeah, and then that neighbor incident.
We'll skip the details on that one, but yeah, they definitely left an impact.
For sure.
It makes you think even small experiences can shape our choices.
Absolutely. Our perceptions later in life.
And even with that fear, he doesn't let it control him.
No.
He acknowledges it, but keeps moving forward.
Right, like approaching a yellow light with caution, but not slamming on the brakes.
Exactly. It's a great analogy.
It is.
We don't have to be paralyzed by our fears.
Right.
Acknowledge them, respect their power, but keep moving forward. And speaking of moving forward,
his purchase of that base.
Oh yeah, Fort McClellan.
Huge undertaking.
This decommissioned military base.
Yeah.
He's turning it into this haven for filmmakers, entertainers, this massive space.
I was blown away when I heard about it.
It's huge, right?
Vast.
And they can create projects without typical Hollywood constraints.
It's interesting, his motivation, he's not just building a studio, he's building a community. He wants to support comedy.
Yeah.
Foster diverse talent.
It's awesome.
He even compared it to a grocery store.
Oh, really?
Stocked with high-quality products.
Okay.
For the consumers, meaning the audience.
So he's ensuring quality control.
Exactly.
Making sure the audiences get the best.
The best of the best, yeah.
Wow.
It highlights his entrepreneurial spirit.
It does, yeah.
And dedication to empowering others in the industry.
He also addressed his past statements about the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah.
Clarifying he wasn't endorsing conspiracy theories, but highlighting broader themes of control and manipulation.
He believes these systems exist everywhere. Entertainment, politics, religion, even science.
Wow.
It's not about some shadowy cabal. It's about recognizing the power dynamics, how manipulation operates in society.
He even pointed to federal informants within the rap world.
Yeah, that's a bit unsettling.
It is, right. Suggesting these systems are more prevalent than we realize.
Makes you think, who's pulling the strings?
Makes you wonder about the forces shaping our society.
Sure.
The information we're exposed to.
It all ties into that age of truth he talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Like people are becoming more aware, more discerning.
Like a collective awakening.
Yeah, they're demanding transparency, seeking authenticity.
And he's right there on the front lines.
Absolutely.
Challenging the status quo, encouraging critical thinking.
He's more than just a comedian.
Yeah.
He's a truth seeker, a provocateur, you know, a social commentator.
And a bookworm. He talked about how books shaped his perspective.
Oh.
They've given him knowledge, inspiration.
Lifelong learner.
He's
constantly expanding his horizons.
Yeah, starting with the Bible.
Right.
And then diving into all these classics.
Yeah, he's not afraid to explore different ideas.
Or else
challenge his own assumptions.
It's that search for knowledge that really informs his worldview.
Absolutely.
And it's interesting, he didn't have TV father figures.
Yeah, because his real dad was so present.
Right, so he'd watch shows like In the Heat of the Night.
Oh, yeah.
With this sense of comparison, not aspiration.
Because he already had that.
He did. He had a strong father figure in his life.
It's fascinating how our personal experiences
shape our views.
Our views, yeah, of everything.
Including the media we consume.
Exactly. What might be aspirational for one person
right.
be totally different for someone else.
Yeah, based on their own background.
It really highlights the importance of diverse voices and perspectives in storytelling.
Absolutely. We need more authentic representation to reflect the richness of human life.
I agree. And speaking of diverse experiences, he's a huge music fan.
He is, yeah.
Mentioned albums that resonated with him at different points in his life. Counting Crows, Pearl Jam, Sheryl Crow.
He even talked about going to a Green Day concert.
Oh, yeah.
Featuring Tevin Campbell.
What a combo.
Right. That's a pretty epic 90s music moment.
That's awesome.
It is. You can tell music plays a significant role in his life.
For sure.
Like a soundtrack to his journey.
Absolutely. Connecting him to specific times and places.
Yeah, and his relationship with Prince, that was fascinating.
Oh, tell me about it.
He talked about Prince's work ethic.
Yeah.
His constant reinvention, his dedication to supporting other artists.
Seems like Prince was a true mentor.
He was, yeah.
Pushing him to strive for excellence.
Yeah.
Stay true to his vision.
They even rode those futuristic Can-Am spiders together.
Wow, now that's a rock star image.
Right.
I love it.
And then there's his take on marriage. He prioritizes happiness above societal expectations.
Interesting.
Choosing to avoid situations that could lead to unhappiness.
Like infidelity.
Exactly, instead of conforming to traditional norms.
Right.
He's focused on creating a life that reflects his values.
Makes sense.
Brings him joy.
Yeah.
He even shared that anecdote about the black woman he met at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
His intention to pursue a relationship with her.
He admires black women.
He does.
Called their nurturing nature something almost magical.
It sounds like he's seeking a partner who embodies strength.
Resilience.
Yeah.
A deep connection to her heritage.
Absolutely. It sounds like he values authenticity.
Depth in relationships. Seeking a partner who can challenge him.
Support him.
Yeah.
Share in his adventures.
Someone who can match his wit.
Yeah.
His energy.
His zest for life.
And not just romantic relationships. He talked about his experiences with Native American tribes.
Oh, that's right.
Deep respect for their resilience.
Their wisdom.
Connection to nature.
Yeah. He shared stories about fishing with them.
Highlighting their incredible skill.
Their knowledge of the outdoors.
He seems to admire their enduring legacy.
Yeah.
You know, their ability to thrive despite historical hardship.
It's like he's saying there's so much we can learn.
Yeah.
From different cultures, traditions.
Especially those who have been marginalized.
Right, or misunderstood.
Absolutely.
He's encouraging us to broaden our horizons.
Expand our perspectives.
Yeah.
Appreciate the richness of human diversity.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
There's so much more to unpack.
So much.
In this interview.
I'm ready to dive deeper.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Let's see what else Katt Williams has to share.
It's fascinating, you know, how he connects with people from all walks of life.
Yeah, he does.
And emphasizes authenticity.
Right.
Seeking truth. Whether it's through comedy or relationships or exploring different cultures and beliefs.
Yeah, he's not afraid to challenge the status quo, question systems of control.
No, he sees those systems everywhere.
He does, everywhere.
And encourages us to be aware of them, find our own truth.
He even said he's creating heaven on earth for himself.
What do you think he means by that?
That's what I want to know.
I think it's about intentionally building an environment that fosters joy and peace, you know, fulfillment, surrounding himself with things and people that make life meaningful.
So it's not just his ranch with all the animals.
No, it's not just the physical space.
Or his plans for that military base.
It goes beyond that.
It's like an internal state of being, too.
And exactly. It's that peace and contentment within, regardless of what's happening externally.
Which reminds me of how he talked about communicating with God.
Oh, yeah, like 5 or 6 times a day.
He did. He said he doesn't wonder why things get moved out of his way.
Because he's already asked for it.
He has. He's already asked for it.
It's about cultivating a deep personal connection
Yeah.
with a higher power and trusting in that connection.
It seems to be a source of strength for him.
Absolutely. And comfort.
Comfort. Yeah. Facing challenges with a sense of peace and confidence.
Even in the face of fear.
Right.
Uncertainty.
And it's interesting how he connects his spiritual beliefs with his approach to life in general, like using that same trust and faith.
Yeah.
In his pursuit of happiness and success.
It's all connected.
It is. He's not afraid to go after what he wants.
No.
Even if it means challenging norms, taking risks.
Like when he talked about the world entering an age of truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
With people rejecting lies, manipulation.
Yeah, seeking authenticity.
It's like he's tapping into that collective desire for transparency and realness.
And he's not afraid to speak truth to power.
No, he's not.
Even if it means facing criticism.
Even if it means facing criticism.
Yeah.
He sees through facades.
Calls out hypocrisy.
He does, especially in entertainment and politics.
He even suggested some big names in the rap world are federal informants.
I know, that was a bold statement.
It was, suggesting these systems are more widespread.
More insidious than we realize.
It's a bit unnerving.
It is. It makes you think,
what can we trust?
Right, and he's urging us to be discerning.
Question those narratives.
Seek independent sources of knowledge.
Especially from books. He talked about how much he loves reading.
He did. He's a huge advocate for lifelong learning.
Yeah, they've given him a deeper understanding of history.
Human nature.
The world around him.
He even talked about how reading helped him identify with heroes.
Oh yeah, realizing they all face challenges.
Setbacks, just like us.
It's a reminder of our shared humanity.
It is.
How we can find inspiration from those who came before us.
Yeah, and he also talked about his love for music.
Oh yeah, music is huge for him.
It is. He mentioned specific albums.
That resonated with him.
At different points in his life.
Like providing a soundtrack.
A soundtrack, yeah.
To his journey.
Yeah. And speaking of inspiration.
Those Prince stories were incredible.
They were. They really were.
They had such a unique bond.
Built on respect.
Admiration.
A shared passion for music.
It sounds like Prince was a true mentor, pushing him to strive for excellence.
To stay true to himself, use his platform to uplift others.
It's fascinating how he draws parallels between these seemingly different aspects of his life.
I know, right?
Comedy, spirituality, relationships, music.
Social commentary.
Yeah, it's all woven together.
It's all connected.
Into a cohesive philosophy.
It is. It's about living authentically, pursuing happiness.
Making the most of the universal college experience.
Exactly.
And doing it all with humor and determination.
He's a true original.
He is.
Challenging us to embrace our individuality.
Strive for our own versions of heaven on earth.
And he also talked about how his real-life father figure shaped his view of TV dads.
Right, because he had that strong paternal presence.
So he'd watch shows like In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah.
More with a sense of comparison than aspiration.
That's so interesting.
It is. It highlights how our personal experiences.
Our perceptions.
Of everything.
Even the media we consume.
And when those portrayals are missing.
Or inaccurate.
Yeah.
It can be really alienating.
It can. And it makes me think about how comedy can challenge those stereotypes.
Oh, sure.
Present more authentic representations of communities and cultures.
And Katt Williams definitely does that.
He does.
Tackles sensitive topics, pokes fun at those societal norms.
But with wit and intelligence.
He does. He sparks conversation.
He does.
Challenges perspectives.
He's not just telling jokes. He's using humor for social commentary.
And for change.
And remember his comment about not needing to consider being a different ethnicity.
Oh, yeah, because he was born black.
Right. He called it being a superior being.
Which was obviously playful.
It was.
But it reflects a deep pride in his black identity.
He sees it as a source of strength.
Resilience.
Cultural richness.
And he celebrates it.
But he also acknowledges the challenges of being black in America.
Right. When Theo joked about wanting to be Mexican in his next life.
He did.
And Katt playfully advised him on the struggles he might face.
He did.
It was lighthearted, but it touched on a real issue.
Yeah.
The importance of empathy and understanding.
Recognizing those systemic inequalities.
Working towards a more just and equitable society.
And speaking of challenges, did you hear about his push-up contest injury?
No, I haven't.
Blew out both rotator cuffs.
Oh, no.
Classic Katt Williams.
That's wild.
Hilarious. And a testament to his competitive spirit.
He doesn't back down from a challenge.
Nope.
Even if it means pushing himself to the limit.
And now he has to modify his golf swing.
Oh, man.
But he adapts. finds a way to keep doing what he loves.
That's resilience.
It is. He doesn't let setbacks define him.
He finds those creative solutions to overcome obstacles.
And he finds humor in adversity.
That's part of his appeal?
It is. He doesn't take himself too seriously.
Encourages us to do the same.
Yeah, it's about finding joy in everyday moments.
Even when things are tough.
Because life is a journey with ups and downs. It's how we navigate those challenges that defines us.
Absolutely.
And he talked about his views on marriage.
Yeah.
Emphasizing happiness.
Avoiding things like infidelity.
Right. He's not interested in conforming to expectations.
He's prioritizing his well-being, emotional fulfillment.
He prefers to dodge bullets.
Rather than get tied down to the wrong person.
Makes sense. Better to be single than miserable.
Right.
But he did mention that black woman he met at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Said he'd pursue a relationship if he saw her again.
He's drawn to strong, independent women.
He is.
Appreciates those unique qualities black women bring to relationships.
He talked about their nurturing nature, resilience, ability to provide grounding and support.
Sounds like he wants a partner who can challenge and inspire him.
Yeah, someone who can match his wit, energy, passion for life.
And he's not afraid to go for it.
He's not. He sees what he wants and doesn't let fear hold him back.
It's about being open to new experiences.
Taking a chance on love.
Even if it means stepping outside your comfort zone.
And let's not forget his respect for Native American tribes.
Oh, yeah. He admires their resilience, wisdom, connection to nature.
He shared that story about fishing with them.
Highlighting their incredible skills.
He sees them as carrying a powerful legacy.
That's endured despite centuries of oppression.
It's about respecting their traditions, knowledge.
Appreciating their unique perspective.
And learning from them.
Yeah, appreciating their connection to the land.
Understanding the natural world.
He even joked about them whistling fish right into the boat.
I know. It's like they have a special connection.
In the elements.
They do. He admires their resilience, ingenuity.
Ability to thrive in the face of adversity.
And it's a reminder we can learn so much from different cultures.
Especially those that have been marginalized.
Broadening our horizons, expanding our perspectives.
Recognizing the value of diversity.
And approaching those interactions with humility.
A genuine desire to learn and connect.
Yeah, he's showing us there's always more to discover, more to understand, more to appreciate about the world.
And he even talked about not believing this is our home planet.
Right. Well, that's right. He sees Earth as temporary.
A universal college.
Where we learn and grow before moving on.
It's fascinating. Makes you question our place in the grand scheme of things.
I know, it does. It makes you wonder what might lie beyond this earthly existence.
The nature of consciousness, the possibility that our souls inhabit multiple forms.
Different planes of reality.
Mind-blowing stuff.
It is. He even compared our time on Earth to playing a video game.
I love that analogy.
It's brilliant. It captures the sense of exploration, the challenge, the growth.
It does.
That characterizes the human experience.
Makes you wonder what level we're on.
In this cosmic game.
Right. What challenges await us?
What rewards? He even mentioned cloning.
Oh, yeah.
Acknowledging that animal cloning is already happening.
And suggesting human cloning might not be far off.
It's a thought-provoking concept.
It is, raising questions about identity.
Individuality.
The limits of science.
He even wondered if some artists we see today might be clones.
Like celebrity replacements?
Yeah, it's a conspiracy theory, but it plays on our anxieties about authenticity.
And this digital age.
Where the lines between reality and simulation are blurred.
It makes you question who we can trust.
And if what we're seeing is even real.
Right. And he expressed skepticism about the Illuminati.
He did.
Clarifying his previous statements.
Highlighting themes of control and manipulation.
Not endorsing any specific conspiracy.
He believes those systems of power exist everywhere.
Entertainment, politics, religion.
Often hidden from view.
He sees it as a game.
Yeah.
A struggle between those who seek to maintain power.
And those who strive for transparency.
He even suggested the internet itself as a government function.
Oh, wow. Implying our online activities are constantly monitored.
A chilling thought.
It is. It raises questions about privacy.
Surveillance.
Freedom in the digital age.
He's urging us to be aware, question those narratives.
Protect our autonomy, our agency.
Be informed and engaged citizens.
Challenge the status quo. Demand transparency.
Absolutely.
He even shared a story about Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, God.
Offering him 2 actresses as if they were playing cards.
That's disturbing.
It is. Highlighting the predatory behavior and abuse of power.
In the industry.
But he refused to be complicit.
Yeah.
He stood up for himself.
A reminder that we have a responsibility to speak out against injustice.
And create a culture of accountability and respect.
He's using his platform to shine a light
on those dark corners.
Empower others to speak their truth.
He's reminding us that silence is complicity.
Yeah.
And we all have a role to play.
And creating a more just world.
And then there's his love for animals.
Oh, yeah, that ranch is like a haven for them.
Ducks, donkeys, mini cows.
It's an adorable menagerie.
And he names them all.
I love that.
Well, almost all. He said he draws the line to animals he might eat.
Except for Billy the goat.
Oh, Billy, the king of the ranch.
Off limits.
But he did admit to eating goat meat weekly.
It did. It's about balance.
It is. Enjoying life's indulgences while taking care of his well-being.
Makes sense.
And then he talked about his admiration for Black women.
Oh, yeah.
Calling them magnificent creatures.
With a unique nurturing power.
He spoke about their resilience, their strength.
The special something they bring to the men in their lives.
He respects and appreciates them.
He does.
He's seeking a partner who can match his energy, intelligence, passion for life.
Someone who can stand by his side.
Yeah.
Support his dreams.
Share in his adventures.
And he even joked about having a Black woman in his next life.
He did, thanks to reincarnation.
Embracing the unknown.
Trusting the journey.
It's about letting go of control. Allowing life to unfold.
Finding joy and laughter along the way.
Which is what Katt Williams does best.
He's a master of his craft.
He is.
Making us think, laugh, question the world around us.
A true original.
Reminding us that life is too short to be anything but ourselves.
He encourages us to embrace those unique perspectives.
Seek truth, challenge the status quo.
Create our own versions of heaven on earth.
I think we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have. It's been quite a journey.
What are your biggest takeaways from this deep dive into Katt Williams' world?
What stands out to you? What resonates with your own journey? And how does it inspire you to create your own version of heaven on earth?
Take a moment to reflect on these questions. Let Katt Williams' words and experiences spark your imagination. It's amazing how he's, managed to weave together these different threads of his life.
Comedy, spirituality, social commentary.
Into this really unique philosophy.
Living authentically, seeking truth.
Finding happiness.
Making the most of this, universal college experience on Earth.
And doing it all with humor and a drive to create a world that reflects his vision.
And let's not forget, his journey as a comedian is pretty incredible.
It is. It is.
He didn't set out to be a star. He just wanted to make people laugh.
Share his perspective.
And look at him now.
I know. A cultural icon.
A voice for the voiceless.
An inspiration.
To aspiring comedians and artists everywhere.
He's achieved so much.
But he's not done yet.
No. He's not content to rest on his laurels.
He's constantly evolving, pushing himself creatively, exploring new ideas.
It's that passion that keeps him at the top of his game.
It is.
He's a reminder that no matter how much success you achieve,
there's always more to learn.
Always more to explore, create.
He's showing us that life is a journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
It's about those experiences along the way that shape who we are.
It's inspiring to see.
It is.
He's reminding us to stay curious.
Stay open.
Never lose that sense of wonder and possibility.
He's encouraging us to create our own heaven on earth.
Both internally and externally.
Find joy in the simple things.
Pursue our passions with everything we've got.
I think that's a perfect note to end on.
It is. I feel like this deep dive has given us so much to think about.
It has.
Katt Williams' perspective on life, his humor, his willingness to challenge norms, seek truth.
It's all incredibly thought-provoking.
He's a unique voice.
He is.
And I hope this conversation has inspired you to consider your own path.
Your own value.
Your own vision of what heaven on earth could look like for you.
And remember, you've got plenty of time to make it happen.
You do. Until next time, keep diving deep.